everybody.
I was going to say it.
Okay, go.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to fucking Easy Food Prep. Healthy food you actually want to eat.
You forgot to say this episode.
Oh, this episode.
Jesus.
Here is my
Okay.
annoying assistant.
You're my annoying assistant.
I'm not annoying.
That's me. So today we're making fish pie. One of our amazing clients in Win at Life posted about this fish pie. It's not the exact same recipe. I've sort of amended it a little bit because I thought, oh, what else would I like in there? So to the right, we've just got 700 grams of hoki fillets. Now you can adjust this up or down depending on how big a serve that you want to make. In this pot, we've got potatoes boiling for the mashed potato to go on top. So there's about 1 kilo there. But again, you can adjust this up and down depending on how much you want to make and how many servings you want to make. I made some sourdough breadcrumbs. So this, I just got 2 pieces of sourdough, toasted them, and then blended this in the blender. So yeah, it worked really well actually. Maybe we do them a little bit finer. I might just pop them in there for a little bit more. So it's probably about 100 grams of sourdough, those 2 slices. 2 cups of light milk, 3 stalks of celery, 2 carrots, 1 onion, 2 bay leaves, salt. And then to make the sauce, which we'll come back and do in a second, because there's a few steps to this one. Now, you're not going to like this one.
You lost me already.
You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. But basically what we're going to do first is cook the fish with the milk and the vegetables and salt for 20 minutes, and that'll just get the nice flavour into the milk. And then we're going to bring it out. We're actually going to make the cheesy sort of white sauce, and we're going to top it with mashed potato, breadcrumbs and parmesan cheese. So I think it's going to be fucking amazing.
It's going to be amazing.
I love a good fish pie. Yeah.
Fish pie?
Yeah, yeah.
Craig was laughing at that before. Fish pie?
Hey, it's like really old school. Like you think fish pie. It's like what your grandparents used to make. Hey,
Oh, man.
good old fashioned fucking food. So, look, I think let's just pour the milk in first. Mel doesn't even have to do anything. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I always do everything.
You should probably grease the tin, but whatever. We'll see what happens.
Whatever.
So 2 cups of milk, and Mel, do you want to put in the onion and the carrots, and I'll put the salt in. Lots of salt. You can put some pepper too, but I just don't have any pepper. So sprinkle the onion around. A bit more salt. We love salt, don't we?
Love salt.
Love our salt. And then we're going to place the fish on.
Oh, it's nice and colourful.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Put our bay leaves in. And then we'll just put the fish in. Hopefully this pan is big enough. Should
This
be
is
fine.
quite easy.
Yeah. And then you're just going to cook that for 20 minutes until the fish is cooked through. And what we'll do is we'll bring it out and strain the milk out and break all the fish up. So it's a bit more, you know, like not in big chunks. And then we'll make the sauce. So we've preheated the oven to 180 degrees. So Mel, do you want to just open up the oven? Okay. And we'll be back in
20
minutes. Bye. We're
We're
back. So it's been about 20 minutes. And our
Flip an egg.
fish is over there and it's smelling amazing and looking nice and cooked. Our potatoes cooked and we've just mashed that roughly. So Mel's going to scoop this fish out and pop it into there. And then I'm going to measure out 30 grams of butter. And we're going to melt the butter in the pan. This scale's just gone crazy. Let's get the other scales. These scales have been annoying. Me. So 30 grams of butter, so we'll just turn this on.
Are we keeping these leaves out of it?
Yeah, take the leaves out, the bay leaves. All right, so about 30 grams of butter. Now this is just going to be thicken up the sauce. It's 40, a little bit less. 30, perfect. And then 30 grams of, we've got some rice flour. Oh, good work, Mel. Just put it over there, that's fine. Oh yeah, so now Mel's gonna basically sort of just mush that up so it's a bit more chunky, so it's not in big pieces anymore, so it should mush up pretty easily. All right, measure out the flour. So this is just gonna be to thicken it. I'm just gonna rip this open because it's gonna go everywhere otherwise. Now that's just, so we're going to make a I think is it called a roux or a slurry? I think a roux's with the butter and the flour.
I've never heard of that. I do not know what you're talking about.
It's a roux dal. I think that's what it's called. My grandma used to teach me.
A roux?
Yeah. Just going to clean this. Oh, so it's not going to matter.
I can just see you right now.
Oh, I know.
Cooking away.
My grandma's a really good cook. She was an amazing cook. We used to always, like I'd go to her house and we would cook cakes and do all sorts of other stuff. It was good. Yeah, I remember one time we made my auntie's wedding cake, and for her wedding, wow. And there was not a big enough bowl, so we bought a bin. You know, one of those green bins, and there's this photo of me like bent over the bin, like tasting the stuff. Okay, so we're just going to melt this butter. You do that now. Now the breadcrumbs, I was thinking, we might. While you do that, I might just whiz these breadcrumbs up a little bit more because I feel like they need to be a bit finer. Is that dry?
Do you think maybe if you think maybe if they're thick like that, they'll add a bit more crunch to the top.
Do you think they'll be fine? All right, we'll leave them as they are then. If you think that they're fine.
You know, I know what I'm talking about.
True. Okay, so we'll just turn that down now, and we're going to sprinkle the flour over, so you mix it while I sprinkle it. So it's going to make like a thick, like paste. You know, like when the butter smells amazing, hey? This pan's probably a little bit big, but that's all right. So Mel's just going to mix that in, and then what we're going to do is gradually pour in the milk mixture, and Mel's going to just whisk it, and then we're going to bring it to the boil and thicken it, and then we're going to pour it back over the fish. We're going to put the fish back into the pan, and then Parmesan cheese. That's what we need too. Lucky Craig grated all this Parmesan. He'll be so annoyed because he has Parmesan cheese for breakfast and his eggs. And he's like, who fucking used all my Parmesan cheese? Okay, all right, so you...
Well, I washed his dishes up.
Yeah,
so
I know. Did you take the bloody rubbish out for him too? Where's the other tea towel? Okay, so now what you want to do is gradually, I'll pour it in a bit at a time and mix it as you go. So just, because otherwise it won't mix. Yeah, see, you got to maybe a whisk would be better, do you think?
Won't scratch it?
I don't know, do you reckon that'll scratch it?
Probably.
Do you think? I think it'll be all right. Or do you think that's okay?
That's okay.
Yeah. Bit more? Get all the lumps out. See, otherwise you've got to really just add it a little bit at a time, otherwise it goes lumpy. Now this is called a slurry, I think. I'm pretty sure.
I used to say that word when I was younger, but
slurry.
I didn't mean this.
I'm just going to keep stirring that.
So this is the sauce, yeah?
Yeah.
That's the marshmallows she's stirring.
Yeah. Which I think is cooked. They're probably like, fucking marshmallows, what marshmallows? Yeah, we might have to do this at the same time. We've sort of fucked ourselves a bit. We're trying to do two at once, trying to be efficient.
No lumps in that though.
No. Okay, perfect. Okay, so add all of this in, and then you're going to bring it to the boil and let it thicken. And we're going to just add the fish. And we've got the fish here. You can see that Mel's sort of crushed it all up. Yeah. And while she's doing that, we've got the Parmesan cheese here and the breadcrumbs. And you might even have to add a little bit more flour, I think, to thicken it up. Maybe 4 tablespoons of the rice flour. And if you've got no issues, you could use a bit of corn flour if you don't have any digestive issues. Some people are really sensitive to corn flour. I wouldn't eat shitloads of corn flour, but using a bit in this, if you've got no issues, would be totally fine. She wouldn't need much. So now, I just need to find another bowl. We're running out of clean bowls. Actually, I'll just do it in this one, it'll be fine. Yeah. So we're going to have we're going to put the breadcrumbs in here, and then we'll put some
cheese.
Yeah, some cheese. We'll measure out the cheese. So let's say, oh, I like cheese.
I like cheese.
What do you think? How much? 100 grams?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm going to use all Craig's cheese. He's going to be fucked up. There we go. So 100 grams of Parmesan cheese. And you're just going to mix that with the breadcrumbs that we made before. Oh, this is going to be so good. So basically, we're just going to keep cooking that until it's thickened up a bit.
I don't think it's going to get any thicker.
You don't reckon?
No.
It looks like it is thickening up. Has it come to the boil? Because you want to let it come to the boil. It's getting there, look. There we go. And it also, if you just let it boil out for a couple of minutes, it'll get rid of that floury. So we'll just let it boil for, you probably don't even have to stir it, Mel, just let it boil for a bit. And then what we're going to do is pour that sauce over the fish, and then we're going to put the mashed potato on top, and then pour this on top, and then put it back in the oven for about 20 minutes or until the top's golden brown, because obviously it's all really cooked. See, look at that now. It looks like it's thickening up now. Don't you think that looks thicker?
Yes.
Yeah. Just give it another mix.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's thickening up, hey, yeah.
We
So then
need
you've got to
to
really
turn
bring it
it
to the
up.
boil. Yeah. So that seems to be okay then, that 3. You right there, buddy? Winston's had a bit of a cold, haven't you? He's been sneezing. His friend Buddy's coming over to stay for 2 weeks on Saturday. Thomas's dog, which he's real excited about, I told him. Because he speaks to me, obviously. So how's that looking, Mel? What do you reckon? Do you think that's good enough? Will we pour it in? Do you think it's thick enough? It's looking heaps thicker now, eh?
It is thicker, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, we nailed it, we nailed it. Okay, where's the...
Turn that heat up a little bit.
Darling.
Turn it up, darling.
Okay. Well, I think this fish pie is going to be a winner.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. All right, I'll...
Everything we cook's great.
You scrape it in. Hang on, let's get it all. I'll just... Hang on. Let's try and do it over.
Oh, that looks good.
That's perfect thickness, actually. It did work.
Perfect.
Yeah, because I was a bit worried about the flour, the rice flour not thickening it up.
That'll do, yeah.
Good, yeah. Okay, so we'll just... Mel will...
Even it out a
Pull
little.
it over there. So hold on. Okay, so pull out it. Yeah, she's just going to make sure it's all... Winston.
There you go. That's
Oh,
good.
this is going to be a winner, Mel. This is... hang on. Just get this bit like this. Yeah. You just want to make sure it's all through. Probably should have greased the pan, but that's all right. So now we're just going to put the potato on with my hands. And Mel can spread it out. Oh, I'll have some of this for... You should take some for dinner.
Well, I didn't bring my lunch because
Yeah.
I thought we were having this for lunch. And you're like, it's not cooked yet.
Yeah.
Oh, righto.
We can have it after.
I had Jano's
That's
laksa
just,
for lunch.
that I had in the freezer. So we'll just spread this right over this. Oh, this is
great.
solid.
This
I'm
is
actually
great.
really happy with how this has turned out.
It's a winner. And cheap to make.
Oh,
$2
cheap dal with the hokey fillets from...
From Aldi.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to sprinkle this all over the top. Oh, look at that. And even the homemade breadcrumbs,
Oh, the sauce is yummy.
is it good? Yeah. Because I think because you cook it in the fish first, it probably just makes the a bit more flavour.
I'm going to make this.
Yeah, okay. Oh, look at that. Mate, we are on a winner here.
Fucking fish
Yeah.
pie, mate.
Okay, all right. Let me just wash my hands.
Get a bit of this cheesy stuff on.
Yeah. All right, you open it up and I'll... Maybe I should put the top. Oh no, maybe no. Okay, so in there for 20 minutes or until the top's nice and golden brown and you're done.
Yay, fish pie!
There you go, fish pie. Enjoy and we will see you next week. Bye.